Welcome to class. We'll begin today in a comfortable seat, sitting your hips back on your heels so you can either sit your hips on a block or a book if you don't have a block, or finding your way back with your hips on your heels. Take a second to start to ground in, finding your breath. Maybe take a breath in and out through the mouth. Close the eyes if that feels good. Maybe allow the palms to rest on the thighs. Notice your breath here. Begin to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. On your inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale, release them back down. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale, release them back down. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, lower the left arm down. You can come onto the fingertips, keeping the hips nice and square. Reach up and over with the right arm, looking under your right armpit. Maybe come down to the palm if you have the space. Breathe into the side body. On your next inhale, come back up, reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale, lower the right palm down to the ground. Fingertips or palms look up and under the left armpit, stretch into the left side body. Breathe deeply. Maybe get a little longer. Inhale, come back up toward the center, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, interlace your fingers behind the back. Open up your chest. Maybe lift your knuckles and your fists off of your sacrum. Feel the stretch in your chest. Still breathing deeply. Slowly release your arms. Come up into a tabletop. Take your knees apart, toes touch. Inhale, lift up your chest, and exhale, come forward into child's pose. Your hips may feel tight. Think about sending them down toward your heels. Feel the upper back stretch. It's okay if the hips don't meet the heels, just keep breathing. On your next inhale, come back up into your tabletop, and then find your way into standing on the knees. Spread your toes apart so that you can try to make contact with each toe on the ground, and then maybe sit the hips back on the heels. If that's too intense, you can stay standing on the knees. You'll find a nice stretch in the arches of the feet. Stay present here. Notice the difference between pain and discomfort. And slowly start to come forward into your tabletop. Take the tops of the feet down to the ground and kind of make some movements to bring the blood flow back. Inhale, drop the chest, and exhale around the spine for cat and cow. Link your breath with movement here. Inhale the chest forward, exhale around the spine. Inhale the chest forward, exhale around the spine. Inhale the chest forward, exhale around the spine. And take your hands over to the left foot, stretching into the right side body, and breathe here. Send breath in between each rib. Come back toward the center and over to the right side. Feel the opening start to happen with your breath. And come back toward the center. And tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Find some movement that feels good here. Maybe pedal out the feet. Bending the knees. And then begin to walk your hands back toward your feet. Soft bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows, hang heavy And ragdoll, sway from side to side if that feels good. Whatever you need to do to allow the lower back to stretch. Again, bend the knees generously and roll up one vertebra at a time. Let the shoulders and head come up last. Inhale to reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Roll up nice and slowly. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky. And exhale, turn the feet out to the sides. Send your hips down into a squat. Open up through the chest. Should feel something in the hips here. Doesn't have to be the deepest squat you've ever taken, since your hips are just starting to warm up. Keep lifting up through the chest and breathing. And slowly start to come back toward the center and halfway lift your back. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Halfway lift and lengthen, and then walk yourself out into a plank. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat. And halfway lift to a flat back as you inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Step the left foot behind you, drop the left knee down, coming into a low lunge. Press into that right knee, allowing the knee to come slightly over the ankle. Just feel the hip flexor open here. Remember your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe come in and out of it. And then begin to flex the right foot behind you to set up for half splits, and we'll move a little here. Reach the arms up, inhale, and then exhale, half split. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, half split. Inhale, reach up, exhale, half split. Flexing the right toes back toward your face, hips nice and square. Think about the nose coming down toward the shin. Keep breathing. And plant the left palm. Reach up to the right. Take a twist, gazing at your fingertips if that feels good. And come back toward the center. We'll set up for a lizard lunge. And heel toe the right foot toward the edge of the mat, and then drop the hands down in between the right foot. Try to keep your back nice and flat here. Keep breathing. If you have more space, maybe drop down to the left forearm, gently pressing into the right knee to open up even more. And when you're ready, come back toward the center and step back into your downward facing dog. Reach the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Take some circles with your ankle. And then begin to bring the right shin parallel to the top of the mat to set up for your pigeon pose. As you inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, drop the forehead down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, lower. And begin to settle in here. Focus your breath into the right hip. Continue to breathe. Notice where your thoughts are going. Slowly begin to press yourself back up. Bend the left knee, reach back for the left foot. You can use a strap here too if you'd like. If you would like to test your balance, reach the right arm up. Slowly release the foot and step back to downward facing dog. Reach the right leg to the sky. Maybe send your leg over to the side, flipping your dog. Reach the left arm up and over. And come back to the center and set the right foot down. Begin to make your way back to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway, flat back, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, and exhale, fold forward. And step the right foot back, come into your low lunge. Press into the left knee. Feel the stretch in your right hip flexor. Maybe move back and forth if that feels good, or you can stay still. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, and exhale into your half split. Inhale to reach up, exhale back, half split. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, half split. Flex the left toes back toward the face, hips nice and square. Keep breathing. Begin to prepare for your twist. Plant the right palm and open up to the left side. Slowly come back toward the center, bending through the left knee. Set up for your lizard lunge. Take the palms on the inside of the left foot. You can roll onto the left pinky toe to open up the inner thigh a little more. Try to keep your back nice and flat. Maybe come down to that right forearm and gently press into the left knee for more of a twist and opening in the inner thigh. Slowly come back toward the center. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Reach the left leg up. Circle the ankle. Prepare for your pigeon pose. Left shin parallel to the top of the mat. Square the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the forehead down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lower down. Settle in here. Once again, send your breath into the left hip. Focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the nose here. Notice the difference between this side and the other side. Try to slow the breath if it's gotten fast. See if you can remain calm here. Slowly start to lift yourself back up. And bend through that right knee, reaching behind you for the foot. If you did on the other side, maybe start to lift up through the left arm. Continue to breathe. Use your core to stabilize you. And when you're ready, slowly release the foot. Step back to downward dog. Reach the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And flip your dog over. Reach up and back with the right arm. Come back toward the center. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Settle in. Shift forward to a plank and lower all the way down to the belly with control. Begin to slide, windshield wiper the feet. Release the hips. Taking another breath, and then slide the elbows underneath the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Press down into the tops of the feet, engage the belly. Keep breathing. Feel a gentle back bend here. Take any movements with the neck that feel good. And slowly release back down, maybe resting the forehead on stacked arms. Constructive rest here. And from here, begin to come back into that same position. Maybe extend the arms here. You can stay right where we were before, or even bend through the knees, like you're going to touch your toes toward your head for a deeper back bend. And then slowly lower down to release. This time, maybe allow the arms to rest by your sides. On your next inhale, slowly start to come back up. Take some circles with your hips, or some cats and cows, just to reset the body. Notice how you're feeling. And once again here, set your hips back on your heels. Maybe walk the palms behind you to come into a little deeper of a stretch and back bend. And then allow your knees to come off the ground. Feel the stretch in the tops of your ankles. And then slowly come back up. Make your way down into a seat. Take your feet into butterfly here. Knees apart. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale to fold forward. Feel the lower back stretch here. Use your core here, the strength of the legs, to allow your knees to fall even closer to the ground. And slowly start to come back up. Begin to take the right foot into the left elbow. The left foot can stay bent, or you can extend the leg in front of you, like you would rock a baby. Work even deeper into the hips, and then begin to stack both of your shins so that they're parallel in double pigeon. If this is too much, you can keep the left leg extended. Try to keep both feet flexed here. Make sure your hips are square. Maybe add in a blanket under the right knee. And if it feels okay, maybe start to fold forward. Let the head go. Try to relax. Keep breathing. Slowly start to come back up. Release the legs, windshield wiper the knees. And to take a counter, we'll come into reverse tabletop, so your feet shoulder width distance apart. Lift the hips up. Strong in the core and legs. slowly come back down. We'll move into the other side. Take the left foot into the right elbow crease. Gently rock it from side to side. One side will feel more natural than the other. And then when you're ready, stack the left shin on top of the right into your double pigeon. Try to keep both feet flexed. Square yourself. And if you're ready, maybe fold forward. Keep breathing. Know where your edge is. Meet that edge. Don't try to push past it. Almost there. On your next inhale, slowly start to release the legs. Take any movements that feel good. And then we'll begin to come back into our reverse tabletop. Lifting the hips. Nice, long, straight line with the body. And then slowly lower back down. This time we'll come into another seat with the legs out wide. Rotate your knees away from the body. Keep the feet flexed. Reach up, inhale, and then exhale to fold forward. Think about sending the chest past the toes. And then release anything that you're holding and just be in this position. Noticing the sensations that your body's feeling. And slowly start to make your way all the way back up and grab a strap or scarf or tie. Bend the knees and slowly lower all the way down to your back. Begin to hug the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg down toward the ground. Any of these next few stretches, the opposite leg, so in this case the left leg, can be bent or straightened. And loop the strap around the foot and extend the right leg up to the sky. Feel a stretch in your hamstring here. And stay here, maybe start to reach up, lifting the shoulders off the ground, taking your nose toward your shin, toes toward the nose. And then keeping the left hip down, bring the right leg out toward the side. If the right hip pops up, you have gone too far. Come back to where the left hip is grounded. And come back toward the center. Keep both hips on the ground. Take the strap into the left hand and then cross the right leg over the left side of your body. IT band stretch. Keep pressing out through the ball of the foot. Deep breaths. Come back toward the center. Release the strap from your foot, circle the ankle, and then grab the outer blade of your foot for half happy baby. You can take the right forearm under the knee if you'd like to. And again, you can bend the left knee, planting the foot on the ground if that feels better. Slowly begin to release the foot. Hug the right knee back and toward the chest. And then begin to twist the right knee over the left side of the body. Try to keep the right shoulder on the ground here. If you need to, you can stack both of your knees. Look out over the right shoulder. Breathe into the twist. And on an inhale, come back toward the center. Extend the right leg and extend the left leg up to the sky. Feel the difference in between the right side and the left side here, after all the work you've done on the right hip. And then extend the right leg down, hug the left knee in toward the chest. Circle the ankle. And grab for your strap, loop it around the left foot, and reach the left leg up toward the sky, stretching into the hamstring. First, keeping the shoulders down on the ground. And then if you're ready, maybe starting to reach up toward the toes, nose toward shin. Finding your edge, not going past. Releasing the shoulders back down, prepare to take the left leg out to the side. Ground through the right hip, open up to the left. Keep the right hip grounded. Deep breaths here. Slowly come back toward the center, keeping the leg straight, and cross it over the right side of your body. Try not to take this into a twist, so we'll try to keep the hips square. Slowly start to come back toward the center. Release the strap and come into your half happy baby. Send breath into the left hip. Slowly start to release. Hug the left knee in toward the chest. Take any movements that feel good here. And then cross the left leg over the right side of your body. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Look out over the left shoulder. Breathe. Slowly come back toward the center. Grab for a block or your book. Take your feet hip width distance apart and begin to slide your block under your hips for a supported bridge pose. The block can be on any height that feels okay. Don't want to have any pinching in the lower back. You can stay with your legs where they are, or you can extend one leg in front of you or both legs at the same time. And I'll tell you when to switch if you're doing one leg at a time. You can feel a stretch in your hip flexors. And go ahead and switch to the other leg if you're doing one at a time. You feel the block supporting you. Begin to slowly bring the legs back underneath you. Lift up through the hips. And slowly start to remove the block from under you. Take the feet mats width distance apart and let the knees knock in together. Allow your spine to come back to neutral before we do anything else. And then extend the right leg, extend the left leg back to the sky. You can stay there or come into full happy baby, grabbing both blades of the feet. Maybe rock from side to side, massaging the back. can extend one leg then the other. Take any movements that feel good to you here. Trying to keep the feet above the heart to reverse the blood flow. Then begin to hug the knees into the chest, extend one leg, then the other in front of you, arms by the sides. Allow yourself a few moments here to rest. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. Stay here as long as you'd like to. In Shavasana. Relax your jaw, smooth out your eyelids, drop control of your breath, and just be here for as long as you can. If you need to move, and move along with your day and come up. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.